Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, we're playing Vayne AD so I'm going to hit here and grab a Doran's Blade, 1 health potion, and the Warding Trinket, because that's pretty much what you want to do on all AD carries at this point. Back in Season 3, people were debating whether it was better to, go Doran's Blade or Longsword or what have you. But I can safely say at this point, in, patch 4.14 on Season 4, of course, I can say with full confidence that there's really no reason to do anything besides Doran's Blade. Of course, if you're playing an AD carry bottom lane. If you're doing something really troll or something that's not even an AD carry, but you're just going bot lane, like, I don't know, like Teemo something, AP Teemo or something stupid like that, then of course you can change it up. But if you're playing a traditional AD carry, I think, I think it makes most sense just to go to Doran's Blade. But he's actually asked me something here. What does he want? Do you think... I don't know, I think that's... I think Akali will do blue, but I could be wrong. The reason I'm thinking Akali will do blue is because the natural jungle route is from go from bottom side and get a leash from your bottom lane and then go up. But sometimes people change it up, like Akali uses energy. Akali, she's like Lisa in that sense, so she might start red considering that. And that was really loud. I don't know if you guys heard that. There's actually a house being constructed near mine right now. It's being taken down right now, and it's gonna be constructed. A new one's gonna be constructed soon. So yeah, I would say it's about 8 houses down the block. So it's a little loud and things are crashing, but you don't hear it for the most part. Like, that's the first I've heard of it in, like, I would say an hour or two. So hopefully it won't be an issue, and I hope you guys don't hear that. But if you do, I do apologize in advance. I'm going to get the Q here, considering nothing's really going on. We're just kind of guarding, and we haven't caught anyone. And I would assume if they're going to invade, they would have done it beforehand. And we saw Zed, and he's just fucking around. So again, if they're going to do an invade, I would assume it'd be an organized one where they're not setting Zed just to mid lane to screw around. So that's just what I'm feeling like. So I'm gonna get this guy 2 autos. I'm gonna head to lane here because I do not want to miss any minions. In fact, I want to be there sooner than them because we are against a Quinn Annie lane, which I would say they have decent kill potential and decent early laning compared to Vayne. But I think Vayne is still really weak early game. She's experienced some buffs recently that made her late game a bit better than it was before, which honestly I think was unnecessary. I think they should have just adjusted her early game to make her better early game. But I guess they're kind of maintaining that whole early game champion, late game champion sort of vibe. So that's fine. But right now, I feel like their Annie doesn't really know what she's doing, because she's staying really far back when she's playing a really poke-heavy champion. And she doesn't have any resists, so I guess she's a new player. I mean, I'm just playing a normals, right? And I've got some subs with me, and I don't really know who I invite. I kind of just ask, like, hey, I got spots open, who wants to play? And people say, hey, me, and I invite them. So sometimes I get players on the opposite team who aren't the most experienced players in the world. Looks like that might be the case this game, but we're going to get level 2 on this minion here, so when I do, I might look to make a play. No one's positioned themselves in a way that I can take advantage of that, but if someone positions themselves right where my mouse is right now, you can instantly go and pin them against the wall and get a first blood easily as Vayne, but no one did that, because I'm assuming either one, they just got lucky and weren't there, wrong place, the wrong time, or they actually knew what was going on. It's one or the other, obviously. I'm just going to poke Quinn here a bit. Oh, geez, that's going to hurt. Thresh Flake coming out a little late considering I already took damage. Oh, there's a good hook coming in. Is this going to work? I'm taking a lot of damage from the siege minion. I can't continue. Is this thing not going to die yet? Okay, I'm going to pop my potion. I should have popped it sooner, actually, but what the hell is this Annie doing? What the hell? Alright, well, I popped my heal here. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. That was really weird. Oh my god, this guy's good. Good shit, Thresh. I shouldn't have to flash. I'm going to flash. I shouldn't have to, but I didn't want to take an extra tower hit from chasing her too far, so I just thought, fuck it. That is worth it to get 2 kills early on in laning. But I'm really surprised why that Annie did that. Like, I guess she is really unexperienced, because that was really, really odd. Like, that is not something you want to do when you're laning, so maybe I guess we'll have an easy lane phase here, and we'll manage to get really fed this game, which will be fun. I did actually record a Vayne game almost a year ago. In fact, I think it was exactly a year ago. Not like exactly, but like around the same time of, like, I would say mid-August last year, which is pretty crazy. I haven't recorded a Vayne game in that long. But one thing I do want to mention, actually, if you guys know me, you might know this already, but it's actually my birthday at the time I'm recording this, so it's kind of, I guess, a special little birthday commentary. I don't know, like, it was kind of weird because, like, my family was all like, hey, what do you want to do for your birthday? And do you want to do this? Want to do that? I'm like, I literally just want to do what I always do. Sit back, play some video games, talk to my friends. Like, I don't want to do anything out of the ordinary. And they're like, well, why? And it's like, well, because I like what I do. Like, it's that simple. Like, some people want to go and have, time with their family, go and eat cake and whatnot. But I actually really enjoy what I do. Like, if it's up to me, I would rather just sit back and do what I always do. Play video games, hang out with my friends, talk to them on Skype, talk to you guys a little bit in the comment section, my videos, that sort of stuff. Like that to me, that is exactly how I spend my birthday if I had the choice. And that's just, I want to thank you guys for that actually, because like, this may sound like really cheesy and weird, but like, without you guys, like, wouldn't be able to do this sort of thing. Like, I'd have a different sort of job right now. I'd probably be focusing more on school, which I don't really have to because I have this, right? So I want to thank you guys for supporting me so I'm able to do that sort of thing. I really do appreciate it. It looks like we have Lee Sin coming in here, and we're just going to go ham. Oh, there's a flake coming out, but it was the wrong direction. I'm just going to pin Annie to the wall here and get a kill on her because she's really out of position. And there's an easy kill coming in for us. I'm going to lance her in here. Oh, there's a play. We get one more auto. Oh, there it is. Got her. Good shit. Yeah, Kali showed up, but she didn't really do a whole lot. While we have some time where nothing's going on here, I may as well mention the teams. We have XX Ace, Atomic XX playing Cannon in the top lane. We have Acromorph, a friend of mine I'm sure you guys are familiar with, playing Yasuo in the mid lane. We've got Blood is Cool with 3 O's instead of 2, which is cool, of course. Playing Lee Sin in the jungle. And last but not least, we have Avoided 2, who's playing an exceptional Thresh game so far, if I do say so myself. His flays are a little bit awkward because he's flaying them the way they want to go, but besides that, I think he's doing a pretty damn good job zoning them and getting me fed, so props to him. So let's go ahead here and keep farming. You know, that's one thing with Vayne that I find really, really frustrating. I was actually playing a game earlier where I was trying to record, but they had a full AD carry comp. Like, they were just, 5-man mid and went AD carries and whatnot. And we had a composition with Heimerdinger, so we pretty much just sent everyone mid except for me, where I farmed on bot lane. And I was trying to push, right, and get that our turret while there's literally no one defending it. But I straight up couldn't because I'm Vayne. I have no wave clear, so when I get to the turret, it's cool and all. But by that point, my winning wave is gone. So it just wasn't that effective. But I will mention here real quick, because I'm maxing W here this game, and my insight on this is really straightforward. If they have skill shots that are, significant, max Q. If they do not, max W. It's as simple as that, because W, in my opinion, is so much better. It gives you so much more damage, so much quicker, because the Q, it scales with your max AD, and it starts off at 30% and goes up with rank, I think. Yeah, 30%, and it only goes up by like 5% per rank or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the math is. I'm pretty sure it's something like 5% per rank, so it's really a small amount of AD. So it's not, I don't feel like it's really that worthwhile. The other thing that changes with the Q when you max it is the cooldown goes down by 1 whole second each time you put a point into it, which at max strength, that's 2 seconds. That's really good. But the W's damage is freaking huge. It's so good. And so I feel like if you're against a lane that has a lot of skill shots, it's a good idea to max Q so you can dodge more skill shots. Whereas if you're a lane that doesn't really have a lot of skill shots, and there's some good CC coming out of Thresh here. Let's go ham on Quinn here. She's going to dodge my autos because we're Q. But yeah, if you have no reason to dodge autos, or not dodge autos, you can't dodge autos unless you're, Quinn and have a blind. But like these guys, like Annie, she has a W that's a skill shot, but it's not really something you can dodge. It's not like a Morgana bind or a Thresh hook or a Blitzcrank hook. You guys see what I'm saying? Things like that are significant things you got to dodge. And we actually have I'm gonna auto her here a bit. I'm gonna knock Kali into the wall here. Can I make plays? I might be able to make a 3v1 actually. Okay, well, Annie's on her own here. There's a kill coming in. Can we chase out the Akali and the Quinn? We have Yasuo coming in here as well. Oh, good play by Quinn. She just jumped off the back of the minion, which allowed her to get even further away, which is something you can do with Quinn. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I should have used my heal to save Thresh there, but I wasn't damaged at all at that point. At least I don't think so. I might be wrong, but as far as when I was making the play, I was under the impression that I wasn't damaged. I might have been. Again, I might be wrong there. But when you're under the impression you're not taking damage or anything like that, it just makes sense too. She's in here somewhere. Knock her into the wall. And there's a kill for Lee Sin. Nice job. One thing with Vayne you really have to wrap your head around when you're playing her is you're always looking for a way to knock someone into the wall. Like if you're going aggressive, if you're not, you always want to look for an angle where you can tumble into an angle, or walk into an angle just so that you can knock him to the wall. Because knock him to the wall, not only does it double the damage the ability does, it also provides a stun, which is really huge. Because if they're stunned, they can't hurt you, and they're completely immobilized. They cannot fight back. Our CS this game is really lacking considering we're in a really, really free lane. Like, this lane is so easy, but I'm not that good at AD carry. Like, I've said this before. I feel like it's my weakest role because AD carry, not only do you have to worry about using your abilities, I mean, Vayne not as much because it's, only really your Q, which is more auto attack based, and your E. And I don't know if you guys hear that, but the machine outside is actually beeping. It's super annoying. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and her E is an ability, but everything, like, Vayne's really auto attack based, so it's not super difficult to play Vayne in my opinion. But like like a lot of AD carries, you have to not only auto attack, we have to use abilities, or vice versa. Like Graves, he's auto attack based, but he also has a lot of ability based damage output, if that makes sense. So I think like Graves, like, I don't know, it's not the best example because I find Graves super easy to play, but champions like that where you have to mix like auto attack and using your abilities, like Ezreal's a good example of that. Like although I think Ezreal's really crap right now and he needs some sort of a rework, people still find him viable because he's got some potential to be good if you're really good at mixing your auto attacks with your abilities, which I'm not. And that's why I find myself really having difficulties with AD carry. Because like champions like Ezreal where you have to mix the two, I just don't do well with. Whereas champions that are really focused on just using your abilities, I do really well with, I think. Like, top laners, junglers. Junglers, they auto attack a bit in camps, but like that's nothing compared to CS. And like there's no timing involved in that. You're just literally auto attacking, standing there tanking. So I'm just gonna push up this wave, and I'm just gonna go mid here and try and salvage what my team was doing here. I was completely distracted by what I was doing, so I didn't actually notice what was going on here. But I might be able to, if I can avoid the Annie stun, I might be able to make plays here because we do have Ken coming in here as well. I don't think he has his ulti. Yeah, he doesn't. So we'll see what we can do here. I don't think we can do a whole lot, but we do have Thresh coming in as well, actually. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to make plays. Annie's stun is down, so let's see if we can make something happen here. Oh, there's the hook coming out. This is going to be a catch. She's dead. Alright, who's next? There's a spear coming out. I can just walk out of the way of that one. You guys can see that third bolt just pops people, because when you max the silver bolt, it just does a lot of damage, straight up. Like, there's nothing more to it. It just does, oopsies. Kind of used this W on that, so I didn't have the damage to kill it. But if we can catch Nilly here, I'm pretty sure we can get this. Okay, Annie went back. That's not a surprise. Free tower here. We could rotate into Dragon, or we can keep pushing. I think rotating Dragon is actually a pretty good idea, considering we don't know where they are. Okay, Quinn's top, but yeah, they could have flanked us really easily, whereas I don't think they could have flanked us into Dragon very easily, if that makes sense. It's just as much safer play, I think. So we didn't know where they were, and we knew that some people respawned and shit. My silver bolt there actually was the smite there. At least it didn't smite it, so that's pretty cool. Alright, here comes Zed. We can probably take this guy out. I'm actually going to pop my ulti here so I get the more chase speed. Just going to get a few autos in here. Actually, I'm going to flash over here to knock him even further away from where he wanted to be. And there we go. Pick up the kill. So to kind of go through what I did there, once I tower dove him, I was expecting him to ulti, and so from there, when he was mid-ulti, from there he had no choice but to go exactly where I went, so I pulled him out of tower range with my flash to make sure that he would not, so I wouldn't be in tower range, so I wouldn't die, and then from there, knocked him into the wall and just autoed him, and he died. I could have popped heal to get me a bit healthier, but it was completely unnecessary because I wasn't I wasn't much danger, but I might be in danger now, so I'm just going to run. I don't think they have a ward in here, so I might be able to. Gonna knock you away. Oh, I should have used my heal on Thresh. Alright, well, you're dead. I can probably take out Annie here because she doesn't have any damage. So this is gonna be an easy triple kill for me. Oh! There we go, triple kill. Nice. Yeah, once again, I should have used my heal on Thresh, but I was not expecting them to burst him instead of me. So I didn't use it in time. But once I noticed, it was too late. But I was expecting them to go into me, so I was waiting until I was looking at my health to make sure I was fine, not Thresh's. If I was looking at Thresh, I would have saved him. That's fine, though. Let's pick up a maxed Q here. Gotta be a little bit careful because I am slightly low, so I'm not going to walk towards the shadow. And there goes Yasuo going ham on Zed. I think he can probably solo him without me. Yeah, he's got him, no problem. So I'm going to go over here now and just recall. So this game's going really well for me, actually. I'm making some plays, so it's not a complete, it's a stomp. Don't get me wrong, I'm not, an idiot or anything, but I'm making some plays to still make the game enjoyable to watch. It's not a game where I can just go around 3 hitting everyone without any mechanics whatsoever. So that's good. One thing I like to do on Vayne, if I do get ahead, is get Yumu's Ghostblade. The reason for that is really straightforward. The item not only gives you nice damage output with the attack damage, base damage there, it gives you some armor pen, so again, more damage, meaning your auto attacks will do more damage. Some crit chance, which is nice because crit on Vayne is pretty good. And my phone's going off, sorry about that. Cooldown reduction's decently of cool on Vayne. Like, you know, I don't have any extra because that's why I have blue buff right now. So that's why I have 20%, then 10% from this. So the cooldown reduction, I mean, you don't really need it because your Q's cooldown's already low enough as is. Your W, I mean, it doesn't have a cooldown, it's a passive. Your E, it's, you know, it's there, it's cool, it's whatever. And your ultimate, it already has a low base cooldown in the first place, so I don't find it that big of a difference. So I don't really care that much about it. But I'm actually gonna go for a catch here on Quinn. I'm pretty sure I can pull it off. I'm gonna pop my Yuma's Ghostblade here and just, okay. You actually got me blinded here. I could use my what's it called? My Blade Rune King, but I found it completely unnecessary because she wasn't gonna run. Because she couldn't. And even if she did, I still had red buff, so she wasn't gonna get out of there, so that's why I didn't bother with that. Looks like he ran to threat to Zed actually, but he's not gonna catch him. But yeah, I'm saving my Blade Rune King because the cooldown is decently long. So I'd rather just hold on to it because it was not necessary, so you get the kill there. Looks like, yeah, so picking up a kill on the Zed. Good shit. I'll get these here. But yeah, Yuma's Ghostblade's got a really short cooldown, so I can use it pretty much every time I get into a fight. And the active, that's actually the biggest reason why you get it, really, in my opinion, is because it gives you movement speed and attack speed, both of which are really good stats on Vayne. Because not only is movement speed defensive, it's also offensive. It's good in pretty much every fight you get into. Being able to move around quicker, like it's huge. It's always good. There's never a bad time for that. And nearly had a Sheen proc there, so I just wanted to back off. But yeah, we can just sit here and push the Winning Wave. The Winning Wave. It looks like Quinn's actually going in here. Just gonna sit here and auto attack. Uh-oh, using my Blade Rune King on the Akali. I don't know where she is, so I'm kind of worried about pushing out, but I'm gonna go anyways, because at this point, I'm just gonna knock her into the wall there. Oh, I'm gonna fall back here, I don't want to get caught. I have my Yuma's actually again here, and I didn't actually use in that fight without realizing. I should have probably used it, but if they re-engage here, I might use it. Yeah, here we go, let's go. Oh, can we get things going on here? No, I'm not gonna get it. Get off me. Yeah, I died. That was stupid. I went way too far. Ooh, good dodge from Zed, but I don't know if that's... Yeah, my team's probably going to die if they stick around. Yeah, that was my mistake. I got too aggressive there when I really shouldn't have. I was wanting to get that last auto onto a Nidalee, and, well, it's too greedy because Zed was still there and very strong. So from here, I'm going to get Berserk Greaves. I'm going to grab Dagger as well. From here, what I like to do with Vayne is, after I get these two items, I like to get the Static Shiv. Reason for that is... I don't know, I feel like in between Phantom Dancer and Static Shiv, that's what you should get next. Last Whisper can be fun, but it's unnecessary considering we have the base armor pen on our Yuma's Ghostblade. So I like to get Last Whisper later on. Looks like Lee Sin, oh, if he didn't die, he could have gotten that and gotten a kill. But yeah, I'm going to come back mid here, actually. But yeah, oh my god, that Flay. The god. That Flay saved Kennen's life. I cannot believe that. It was so well timed. I think it was actually luck, to be honest with you, but it was still very well timed. Like, I think he just used it because it was, you know, in range to hit Akali. But yeah, it was still very nice. But yeah, I don't think Last Whisper is necessary. So between Phantom Dancer and Static Shiv, both of which are really good options, but I prefer Static Shiv because Vayne doesn't have any AoE. So getting the Static Shiv will give you a bit more wave clear, which is really, I feel, nice on Vayne. Whereas like champions that already have wave clear, I prefer Phantom Dancer. Phantom Dancer is really good on Vayne too because it gives you the ability to walk through units, which would be really nice for kiting and shit. But I don't know, I feel like wave clear is a bit more effective this game. My CS isn't that great. This game's only 123 at like, what is this, 180 minutes, and that's a kill here. I'm a little bit worried about Kali, but oh no, she's fell back. All right, cool. So we got that kill there. This is just gonna be a three-hitter. I don't know what the hell. This Annie really doesn't know what she's doing. I kind of feel bad because she's really unintelligent with League. Pop my heal here. I'm Blade Rune King, gonna flash out here. Oh, I'm auto-attacking the wrong things. Alright, we're just gonna kite back though. Where is Akali at? Oh, we killed her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just kited back. They all focused me. I popped my Blade Rune King, I used my heal, kept myself alive, and it wasn't a perfect team fight because there was some minions in the way and I was trying to attack move. And that's one thing I also really struggle with on playing AD carry is I like using attack move a lot. Like, it's so easy because look at this. Look how easy it is to attack move. Like, look how quick this is compared to clicking the tower back and forth like this, right? Like, this is not nearly as quick and not nearly as smooth. But when there's minions in the way, you can't do that. So transitioning between the two can sometimes be difficult for me. I think that's probably the easiest way to say that. So it's one thing I would like to work on if I was to get good at AD carry, which frankly I don't want to. But if I was to get any better, that's one thing I should work on. But I think at this point, like, my AD carry skills are good enough that I can play them all the AD carries to a decent level. And if I was going to get any better at AD carry, I'd probably have to play a whole lot, if that makes sense. Because I've learned the basics, basically, is all I'm trying to say. And yeah, I don't know, just I don't really like AD carry that much. Like, I just don't enjoy playing it as much as like other roles. That's why. But the reason, actually, I should probably mention this. The reason we're playing Vayne, actually, is because on my Facebook and Twitter pages, I posted a straw poll link to all the AD carries excluding Lucian. And you guys voted for, from the fan pages, you guys voted for Vayne. I think it was actually 69 votes exactly last I looked, which is pretty funny. The second most popular one was, I think, Kog'Maw. So I'll probably end up doing Kog'Maw next time I do an AD carry, maybe Draven, because Draven was also up there. And I haven't done Draven in a really long time, whereas Kog'Maw I did just last year, I think around December or something, so that was a bit more recent. I might be wrong about that, though, but all I know is I think I'm probably going to do Draven next, if not like Kog'Maw or something like that. But we'll see, we'll see. I think we should fight this, though. Oh, she used her pounce. This is a kill. You see I use my Blader King here. Or not my Blader King, my Yumus. And we're just actually going to focus. Oh, God. We are in a really bad spot. I'm just going to stealth out and let myself... Oh, can we... Can I use my... No! I was trying to use my Ghost... Or not, my Blader King, and I never got it off. I thought I did, and then I realized I didn't. I was, like, trying to get it off, and I just couldn't. But it looks like Lee Sin's actually going to get the kill from the minions here. But is Annie going to do anything? Or is Lee Sin going to get kills? Ooh, that ward. Swag. Randuin's coming out. I think he might be able to do this. Nope, he's not. Oh! Oh, shit. Lee Sin with the plays. Yeah, I played that really awfully, because what ended up happening there was Akali had her shroud right here, like where that ward is basically, for the longest time, right? And it really zones you, because if you go in there, Akali's just going to wreck you. So I wanted to get to their backline, being Quinn and whatever, but I couldn't get to them without going through Akali's shroud, which is really intimidating. So I was really unsure where I should go and shit, so that was why I kind of was unsure of how to play that sort of fight. And I didn't get my Ghost, or not my Ghost Blade, I got my Ghost Blade off. I didn't get my Blader and King off, which was a huge discrepancy, because if I got that off, that would have helped a ton. Thresh just being a team player, constantly lanterning me into fights. But you can see the Static Shiv is giving me a bit of wave clear here, which is really nice. I love Static Shiv on Vayne. I think Fam Dancer is probably a better item overall, but Static Shiv with the wave clear, I just really enjoy it. This makes it so much easier to clear waves and shit. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But, what was I mentioning? Oh yeah, I was mentioning the whole Stropple thing. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you do want to have your voice heard of like which champions you want to see me play in the future and stuff, just simply go to my Facebook or Twitter and follow or like whatever page it is you're looking at, because I'll keep you updated. And next time I ask my fans, with the Stropple link, which one you guys want to see or which champion you want to see, you can have your voice heard. You can put your vote in there and you'll have some input on what champions I play in the future. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check that out. There's other things that go on there as well, like upcoming things, giveaways, shit like that. So if any of those things interest you, definitely check it out. I don't think Akali knows I'm here, so if I can catch her, that'd be cool. But I think she's just going to gank mid lane or something. I know she just warded here, so she knows I'm coming, but at this point I don't think it really matters. But, ooh, are they going to get damage on Akali? Yeah, Akali's pretty much screwed. Thresh getting that bit of extra damage at the end to get the assist. Let's just go ahead and push in here. Upgrade the E. And you can probably just push in to win, honestly, because Akali's really... What the hell is her build? What the heck is that? I just noticed that. Well, it kind of changes how much I fear her. Alright, let's boost Zed's health. Can I kill her? Oh. No, minions got in the way. I could have probably killed her regardless, but I would have probably died in the process. So I was just like, not worth it for a, what is she, 4-3? Actually, maybe it would have been worth it. I don't know. All right. Okay, I'm blinded, so I can't do a whole lot right now. Let's see. We just need something to happen, really. We need to get that inhib or something, but I'm very hesitant to. Alright, let's lifesteal a bit. Does he not know? Okay, if you guys don't know this, because this guy's actually asking if Acro has ult, which you can tell. Those green dots, that means you have ulti. Right there. Alright, let's just pop you. There's a double kill for me. Right here, I'm just attack moving, because it's a whole lot more comfortable. Now, let's see, what can we do? Oh, jeez. Is that going to hit me? Nope, barely. Let's keep auto-attacking these, get some lifesteal with my Blader and King. This turret, alright. Yeah, you're Annie. I almost feel bad for this Annie, but at the same time I don't. Okay, I got 2 guys on me right now. I'm gonna have to flash. Ooh, come on, dodge it. Alright, Nidalee pounced down. Gotcha. Whew. Kiting's hard, man. That was a good fight. Oh shit. Annie's stun is what? Can I click on her, please? I can't click on her. Okay, she's got 2 stuns. Or 2 things for a stun. Go away. No, couldn't do it. Yes, what left me to die, you jerk. Yeah, I was trying to knock one of them away in hopes of just 1v1ing the other, but they just kind of gangbanged me in sync with the Disintegrate and Quinn's abilities. So from there, I kind of was screwed. But if I could knock one of them away, I could have 1v1'd, but I never got that opportunity, which kind of blows, but whatever. We're going to sell the Doran's Blade here and pick up our longsword, a longsword really for an Infinity Edge. No. Grab the BF sword, the best friend sword, the big fucking sword for our Infinity Edge. So I think Infinity Edge is a really good last item. Sometimes getting Infinity Edge before Last Whisper is a good idea. I probably could have actually done that now that I think about it, but oopsies, almost knocked over my water bottle. But doesn't really matter that much. I like sometimes I get Last Whisper, sometimes I get Last IE. Normally what it comes down to is which one I can afford, which is backwards right now because I just went back with a ton of gold, but it makes a difference, just not really this game, if that makes sense. Like this game is kind of a one already. And you'll notice my CS isn't that great, but the reason for that is when I play Vayne, I enjoy split pushing, don't get me wrong, but I play more of a team fight sort of style with Vayne. Like as soon as I get my turret bottom lane, maybe I'll farm here and there bot lane, but for the most part I just go mid and help my team. That's just kind of how I roll. And when that happens and you're just chilling mid lane, you kind of share a lot more CS. Like right now I'm only going bottom because there's a huge wave, otherwise I probably wouldn't, and I'd just probably go mid and help Yasuo get this. So that's normally how I play Vayne, so I get lower CS, but I end up getting way more assists and kills and shit to make up for the lack of CS. So considering that fact, I guess going with PD would have been a better buy than Shiv. But heck, you know what? I'm not the best AD carry. My logic is flawed. Leave me alone. Yeah, let's just go ahead and clear this out. And clear this out here as well. And I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, so if I have, mercy on my soul. But this is like the 100th time I've recorded this. I've been trying to record a Vayne game pretty much all week. But I'm actually recording this on my birthday. Today's August 18th, and it's actually my birthday. If I haven't already mentioned that, I think I might have actually, now I think about it. But if I haven't mentioned it, yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, it is my birthday, August 18th, and I'm recording my birthday. And I think I did mention this. It's starting to come back to me now. Yeah, like I just feel like, again, this might just be a recap, but this might also be new. And what is, okay. Yeah, like on my birthday, I'd just rather just play games with my friends and hang out than go and do normal birthday stuff if I had the option. But yeah, I feel like I have already mentioned that, but whatever, that's cool. Yeah, at this point I do a lot of damage just from the crits. The Solar Bolt's doing lots of damage too. Come on, Zed, go down. Oh, why did I stop? What the heck? Oh, almost died there too. Go ham. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this game here today. Wasn't exactly my best gameplay in the world because that Annie was not very good, as you guys saw, which I apologize for, but like I said, I don't really control who I'm against. These are normal games, they're not customs, right? When I'm playing against subs, these are normals, and I just kind of get matched with whoever, considering who I invite. I just invited Acromorph, and from there invited 3 subs to fill in the spaces, and they're the 3 guys who wanted to play, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it anyways. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating if you want to see more videos, because my rule of thumb basically is if you want to see me upload twice a week, like the video. If you don't care, then don't like it, I guess. But and if you want to see more videos, obviously subscribe so you'll be updated when I upload more. And that's it here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.